Hidden among the dirt footpaths of DZALEKA refugee camp is a modest business that struck a chord worldwide.
Most welcome.
It's here that Patron Palushang painstakingly carves out his handmade guitars.
He's the famous guitar maker in the eastern part of Congo, Mr. Mugomoka Biamungu Chiboza. I love this man. I asked him if he can teach me how to make guitar. I could manage to make my guitar within a year because of the difficulties that I went through here in the camp, and poverty and lack of means and whatever. I started making guitars.
Patron has lived here since he fled conflict in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo 9 years ago. He was eventually reunited with his wife and 2 daughters. Confined to the camp, his craftsmanship gave him an economic lifeline.
Apart from being my passion, it's also a thing that's helping me to feed my family. Outside of Africa, more than 20 or 25 guitars I ever sold.
We meet a customer and fan of Patron's guitars.
I was actually amazed because I had not seen somebody who makes guitars like by hand, you know. Just from the word go, I said, no, I'm gonna have my own here.
Refugees here in DZALEKA are almost entirely dependent on aid. Last year, food rations were cut, which means many are struggling to make ends meet. International aid organisations agree that there could be more success stories like Patron's, but their movement's restricted and they often lack the startup capital.
The refugee law in Malawi, it restricts refugees only to stay in the camp. They are not allowed to stay outside the camp. Refugees are supposed to be allowed to go and do anything which is productive to them.
It makes me feel like I'm not worthy to live because other people have right to go wherever they want in the same country, even outside of the country. But for me, as a refugee here, I don't have that right. My hope is to have a very big company outside of Malawi, and even in Malawi, where I can employ at least 500 people.
By training up apprentices, Patron hopes to inspire other refugees to dream beyond the camp's borders. Clementine, Logan, CCTV, DZALEKA, Malawi.
Kumbuka jana.